All right, today we're going to be doing a brake light switch on a 2004 Chevy Silverado to 2500 series. And here's the part numbers. This is what the brake light switch looks like. This is a wiring harness, if you find that you need that goes to it. And there's some numbers right here. That's on the brake light switch. And it looks like it has the same GM number for the wiring harness, but I'm not sure if we would go by that. These are the numbers on the packaging. Here's our truck. Underneath of the hood, let me put this cover back on so I can show you. Alright, we're at the driver's side wheel here. Just come straight up. There's going to be your cover here. First thing you want to check before you go doing your switch is your stop lamp fuse. Now the fuse here, you see this big block, and up here it says stop lamp. Alright, so that's going to be right here, closest to the steering wheel. You got this big block, and it's going to be this one right here. Now that calls for a 25 amp. There's a 30 amp in here, but you want to check that fuse first. I had already just replaced this. The fuse looked good that I took out, but I replaced it anyway just for peace of mind. So that isn't my case. Mine is the brake light switch, which is located. Come in the truck here. Come underneath to your brake pedal. And then is our brake pedal. Just look straight up the pedal. And here's your wires, that harness you just saw, going into the switch. There's our switch right there, and that is the connecting rod right there. When you push on this brake, see how that actually goes in and out? It goes right to the switch right there. Now you see that metal clip right there? This clip right here. You're gonna have to get a screwdriver under that, pry down towards you, and slide it off, and that's gonna free up this switch. You'll be able to pull that off and then disconnect your wiring here. It looks like somebody was under here because it's zip tied up, so there's probably been a problem with this before. But yeah, we're gonna stick a screwdriver in that clip, pry down, and pull that clip off, and the rod here should drop down as well when we do that. Alright, repositioning here. I'm literally laying on my back halfway out the door. So you want to pry down, get the screwdriver in there, pry down and push on this clip. Did that come off? Yep, there it is. It's on my screwdriver. That's it. Alright, we're back. I cut the zip tie. So now you got that clip off. You can pull down just like that. Alright. Now see how this brake light switch slides over that rod? That's how you're going to put it back on. It's got to slide in between that. And see our slotted area of the brake switch there? So that's how it goes when you put it back on. Alright. I apologize if this video is bad. I am in the most uncomfortable position. Never was really good at twister. Alright, so now to take this wiring harness out, flip this around, and you're going to see a little tab right here you're going to push down on to pull that out. I'm going to need probably both hands to do that. Alright, you can see it a little bit better here. I had to get a screwdriver and push down on that tab and push forward at the same time, and I got it to start coming out now, just like that. Okay, and there's our old brake switch, which actually looks like this was replaced. I hope this is the problem. But you can see somebody's got all the wiring spliced in here, which I don't like. But if you notice, your brake is now just kind of pivoting there since that rod is off. So you want to be extra careful when you're putting this thing back together up there, that you put it together right. And definitely don't forget that clip. Don't lose it. The last thing you need is to be going down the road and getting ready to stop, and this is what your pedal does. you ain't stopping. So be really careful with that clip. You don't lose it, you don't break it, and if you do, certainly do not zip tie it or anything up there. This is your life and other people's lives in jeopardy. Make sure you have it back together properly. Alright, so I plugged this harness back in here. I am going to see if the lights work now. If not, then we are going to change out this harness. So basically, to put this back up there, your rod here has to, you want to just slide it on there, just like that, just a hair on there, because you need room to slide your brake switch on there now. So we got the rod on there just a hair, and remember, that side goes in first, the notch, go right over the rod, just like that, and then you can push it all the way up. There we go. It slid back up there, and now your clip is going to go back on here. Alright, so this is a little bit of a pain in the butt getting on. It's really tight. You gotta push in on it, and then you gotta slide forward, and then that will drop down and lock over top of that shaft. A little bit of a pain in the butt, and it was hard for me to do it one hand, but it's on there now. So, man, I'll tell you, that was really uncomfortable doing that. You're almost laying in some type of crazy pretzel form on your back under there, under the dash. So luckily I'm a little guy, but that's it. That's how you remove the brake light switch and put one on an 04 Chevy Silverado. I'm sure it's kind of sort of the same for other models, but that's it. All right, guys, if you can, just for my time and effort and getting in such a crazy position and breaking my back, if you could hit subscribe below, give me a like, and leave a comment below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. My email is whattodorob@gmail.com. And talk to you guys soon. See you next time.